It's it's more of a like for the monkey paw. If you're like wishing, oh, I wish I didn't have to go to work today. Like
Congratulations,
somebody
you're filed.
would like that would be the genie. The monkey paw, like someone would fall in front of the subway and die.
So you're telling me I gotta. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get my coloring book, and now I gotta make another note on poetical items to lock away forever and make sure nobody ever touches.
So if you make a wish with an evil Jin and you say, I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, the Jin would just say, okay, you're fired. The monkey's paw would say, you don't have to go to work because your place of work burned down. 15 people died. Enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm more imagining the monkey's paw as you don't need to go to work tomorrow, your grandparents died, you get FMLA.
I mean, that too. Monkey's paw always goes to the absolute worst that it can.
Okay, so throw it in the Empress's vault. Gotcha.
So anyways, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Razim and this is Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to turn it over now to... Moriarty, do you have a song prepared?
No.
Why not?
I didn't know I was being in the process of constantly preparing songs for this game.
You're a bard.
I know.
And you have an amazing
Yeah, you're
singing
supposed to
voice.
be a bard, and yet you're not doing the bard thing and singing.
Moriarty, you literally had one job.
If you want to give me 5 minutes, I can write up a song.
You had
Wait,
20.
what
What do you mean I had 20?
Yeah, but we were talking the whole time.
You didn't let him know.
Yeah, no one informed me, so I wasn't prepared.
It's okay, I got my coloring book right here.
I will turn it over to the coloring book for the recap.
Let everybody know that I am the bestest and the brightest record keeper of all time. At least in this time. Right now?
Well, at the
Yes,
least, you
now.
are far and superior to the bard.
Haha! Alright, so, previous episode, we woke up. The Cobra Chicken was making sure I slept good all night. And we had breakfast. I was getting everybody up. Roselia had this weird chess game thing that was supposed to be a battle map, but not. And anyways, I woke Moriarty up. We dunked him in the water. And then we decided to go to the tower. So we got everybody. We went to the tower. And at the tower, there was a hole, a Marten-sized hole. So we're like, hey, why don't we put the Marten in there? And they're like, no. And they're like, oh, okay. So anyways, he goes in the hole, and he starts spinning. And then we're like, yay. And then he's like, spewing acid all over us. Oh, God. Marten, it's hot. Spicy water. Not fun. And after that, we went inside. Roselia killed a pig. I ate the pig. Then we found this weight system. So I stepped on it, and apparently I was too fat. It could not withstand the gloriousness of the Wolven Inquisition. So Roselia had the idea to halfway step on it, so I halfway step on it, and then she took a pepper grinder and a pair of scissors and jammed the thing. Then we all ran upstairs. And then the door closed behind us, and then I could have sworn I heard someone say, enjoy your stay. Very ominous. So we go upstairs. Then we find this hamster lady who got motorized. And then Moriarty had the genius to say that she indeed has been stabbed. Very gloriously. And very smart of him to figure out what the thing was. Then Roselia was doing some other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Scribe, blah, blah, blah. Recently, blah, blah, blah. Alright, I'm looking for whoever did this. So, in traditional woven fashion, I followed what the Empress has told me at all times to always pick left. So I went
Jib.
west, because that's what true adventurers do. And turns out I kicked open the door, ready to slay the enemy. Then there's a naked lady in there, and she screamed at me. None of this makes sense. Anyways, apparently it was some sort of moral mystery. So everyone was doing their investigations. So then they found the lion guy. Then was telling me to break down the door and scare the chef. So then there was a frog chef dude who was walking on some sort of cake. And then we found this guy in a closet. And it was apparently the guy we were kind of looking for almost. Or at least he knew someone. Anyways, upon further investigation, Sane? How do you pronounce your name again? Marten dude.
Oh, Sunai and Sony.
Okay. Sane.
Sunai.
Can I play games on them?
I am really bad at saying your name. I'm so sorry for that little fart. Anyways, he found a robe and decided to accuse the frog dude of being the bad guy. But then we lost like half our health, and apparently he wasn't the bad guy. And through further investigation, I threw the corpse and the harlot against the wall with the bed, and we found the weapon, and they pointed out, and it turns out I was right this entire time because the Empress told me to go left. I went left. I kicked open the door. Unfortunately, I was not bright enough to realize the glorious of the Empress's truth, that she knew who did it all along. That's why she made the rule to go to left. It all makes sense now with the gift of foresight. But I don't have the gift of 8 sight, the most sight that the Empress has. I only can see half of it with 4. And then we got a key, and now we're going up the tower again. Tipple starts to like gather all of his little paperballs.
Okay, I'm back. I kind of lost it at 8 sight.
Foresight is, the gift of foresight. It tells you what to do, but it's only half of what the Empress knows, which is 8, the biggest number. She's infinite.
But what if
All
the
right.
Empress actually has 9 sight?
Yeah.
It's over 9.
9 sight, no sight.
Like I said, the biggest number, infinite.
His brain can't comprehend numbers bigger than 8, and it's fun to poke.
Well, you push 8, then it falls over, and it becomes infinite. 8 is the biggest number. We need to have like a little counter, like times Timber was right about something. It's like Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where Krillin gets killed. Krillin own count. Ding. Alright, Dungeon Master, we are ready. I believe we're
Alright.
going up more stairs.
That's exactly what you're all doing. Right now you're at the bottom or the base of these stairs, and they just go up.
Well, I'm gonna start going. Let's go, guys. Timber starts marching up the stairway.
Enjoy your stay.
There it is again!
Maybe
Going
that just
up
goes
the
off
stairs.
every time we go up a floor.
Maybe. I'm leaving a terrible bad review.
1 out of 10 stars. Ghost
1
kept
out of
yelling
8.
at me.
1 out of 8.
1 out of 8.
All right. As you all continue your way upwards, it gets progressively darker and darker. And as you all finally reach the top, it's not quite pitch black, but it's just a bit below that. You can kind of imagine that.
Anyone got a torch?
I've got a couple sources of light here. All right, let me double check. Trying to remember what things I've used magical tinkering on recently, because I can only have so many active at once.
I've got a lantern.
Just the rabbit skull to videotape the Marten gif.
Right, that's the only one. See, I'll pull out 2 more of those skulls. I'll use magical tinkering on both to turn them into small light sources.
Okay.
That works too.
Just give me a moment. Bright light in a 5-foot radius, dim light for an additional 5 feet. And I'm handing Timber one of them and holding the other.
Wouldn't a torch be better?
These don't create smoke or noise.
I like those things.
If you don't want it, give it back.
Then how else am I supposed to hold my weapon if I got this? I got my longsword and my shield. You know what? Temple puts the little skull in his mouth, and now he has. Oh yeah.
You can't do that with a torch.
There you go. The beam of light shows from Temple's mouth.
He's a dragon now. Zool.
It's kind of like Halo when you turn on the little light. Blink. Unfortunately, it makes it so Temple can't talk.
That's actually a good thing. I mean,
you got.
we're making our way up the darkening staircase.
As you all enter the room, a strong smell of brimstone and sulfur begins to kind of burn at your nose as it just resonates through the air.
Temple makes happy conquest noises.
Smells like death. He's at home.
A flame flickers to life just across the room from all of you. Then another to the left, and another to the right. The 3 flames begin to swirl in a circle before fading out as fast as they come.
Timbo will march forward a little bit.
So wait,
10
hold on.
feet.
Like, can you describe this one more time?
Yeah. So when you enter the room, you can smell brimstone and sulfur.
Right.
A flame flickers to life ahead of you.
Yeah.
Then another to the left, and then another to the right of it. The 3 flames then swirl in a circle before fading out as fast as they come.
Okay, so middle, left, right, fire. It smells like sulfur. Does it look like there's any burns or any marks anywhere on like the walls and stuff?
It's way too dark to tell.
Okay.
I will use my lantern of revealing.
As you hold the lantern up, the 3 flames manifest themselves again. And this time they are directly in front of you. They are black as night with manes of fire. They are nightmares. Everybody roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
Ooh, ow.
By the way, in all of the playing up to that point, I wrote a song.
Ooh, very nice.
Moriarty, I feel so sad for you. all that bonus, and you still somehow rolled lower than me.
I rolled a 2. When you roll a 2, it's quite easy to get higher than me.
I only have a +1. It wouldn't be too hard.
I only have a +4. Like,
Go on, temple already.
Gar and Timber up in front, happy conquest noises.
Moriarty's in the
Looking for a
back.
fight.
Moriarty's in the back with like a quill, and he's doing that little da, 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 and then he like writes it down, like da, 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 da. You know, like he's like theory crafting music.
He's busy writing a song, and Rose is just grabbing him by the shoulder. Hey, come on. Hey, nightmares, let's go. That's why those two are late to the party.
Okay, y'all have to forgive me. I'm trying to remember how to add them. I thought I knew, and then now I can't remember. The crap is a loathsome limb.
Oh, right.
So you find
noticed
the
my health bar.
NPC, then you, in the cross swords, the combat tracker, you just click and drag them into there. And then there is a eyeball icon in the upper left that you click to reveal them.
I do it through the modules, right?
You could do it that way, yes.
Okay, so...
So you'll go through the modules, you'll go to the monster manual, then it should be NPCs, I believe.
There it is. I just gotta drag it. Boom. And I take it you can't see it yet.
No, not until you click the eyeball icon. You can reveal one at a time, or you can reveal all of them by clicking the eyeball icon in the upper left of the combat tracker, instead of the one next to each one.
Okay, now you can see them.
I want that one! Can I have that one?
Oh, great. He's asking for a pony.
Timber! Captain Timber! Can I have that one? I don't understand. But can I have that one?
Wait, he can speak to his mind, right?
Yeah.
No.
That's how he's.
So technically-
That's.
Yeah, I meant Temple could reply to him in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so to everyone it sounds like gibberish, but to him it sounds like, let's see if they're tame first.
Oh. Yeah, the only way the Martens talk is through the mind.
Yeah, but I meant, could Temple reply that way?
Yeah, are they two-way or just a transmitter? I guess they would have to be able to receive, otherwise they can't do the whole talkie and talkie network, huh?
Yeah. To everyone it just sounds like gibberish, but to him it sounds like, let's see if they're tame first.
Yep.
But God, he went from being totally silent to, "Ah!"
Okay. Round 4, apparently, because I don't know how to fix that. Gar, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to enter rage. I'm going to target Nightmare 14 with a reckless attack. And so that one will be marked with my ancestral guardians. It'll have to attack me or have disadvantage.
Okay, let me see if I can mark that. Attribute. No, that's not what I want. I haven't done this in a while. Is it under effects? Yeah, I'll just make a new one. Okay, what's it called?
It is Ancestral Protectors. From the Path of the Ancestral Guardian.
And it makes it so it has to target you. or get disadvantage.
Yep. The first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to damage dealt by the attack.
Oh, funky. Okay. You have to hit it, though?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit then. Yeah, hit it. So what weapon do you have?
Great sword.
Greatsword? You swing your greatsword, and the nightmare tries to kind of duck out of the way. But you're just a second too quick as you swipe across its face, and sulfur and dust spews out into the air.
Let's see.
Nightmares are just flame elemental. They're not considered undead, right?
No, they're not considered undead.
All right. Just half of my abilities to behave differently if the enemy's undead.
And would you be able to take off that effect on me? Because I'm not undead.
Right. Where did the turned come from?
Where do you
Because
see
I
Oh,
was
why
trying
did you
to.
turned?
It was last time I was trying to figure out effects, and I accidentally put that on myself twice.
Oh, you need me to take it off. I see.
Yeah.
Uh,
Turn, the knoll is spinning.
there you go.
Running around too much. That
All right,
axe
is that
gonna
your
hurt
turn?
somebody.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. So the nightmare, irked by your rudeness, because that was just so heckin' rude, is going to stamp its hooves towards you, rearing up.
And I did a reckless attack, so if it does attack me, it has advantage.
Oh, it has advantage. Okay. Well, that's good, because just fumbled the first roll. Okay. And 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Got my little dice here. Oh. Haven't pulled them out in a while. Okay. It does.
All right, everybody. The DM's gonna cheat.
Wow, this does a lot more damage than I thought it does. Ah, okay, so it does 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Wait, what?
From the half hit points and the acid and everything that we took.
It also
was
does
down
an
to-
additional 5 fire damage.
Was he never healed?
Yeah, nobody healed him.
No, he was healed. Right now, you only have 9 wounds.
Oh, that's 9 wounds? Okay.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
9 hit points.
Yeah, that's how much was reduced, not how much you have remaining.
Yeah, you add on to that. Also, don't forget that your rage gives you a lot of resistances. which reduces damage by half.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Yeah.
We are getting a lot of static from you again, Moriarty.
Still?
Yeah.
Like, no, like right now?
We just were.
Now it's gone.
But not right now.
Now it's gone.
Okay. I think I know what it is, and unfortunately I don't have any control over it if that's the case.
What is it?
The pipes in my building.
What?
I see. Well, then switch to push to talk.
Okay.
Just how
And
loud
then,
are those pipes?
I don't know.
Water?
just stop flushing. Gall.
Yeah.
All right, you took the bludgeoning, and then did you add the fire?
Not yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to put the HP on here.
On your sheet, on the main tab, you do the... This is kind of why it's easier for everybody involved. Well, actually, he'd have to reduce it manually because he doesn't have the rage effect on himself. But it was a total of 9 plus 5.
Yes, but you have resistance to bludgeoning, so it should only be 5 and 5, so 10 total.
So wound should be at 19 then.
Which path did you go with, Toshime?
Path of Ancestral Guardian.
Which book is that from?
Xanathar's Everything.
Because I know some paths buff the rage where you're basically invulnerable to pretty much everything.
Yeah,
or
that
not
would be
invulnerable.
Bear Totem. That's invulnerable to everything except psychic. I mean,
That's not this
resistant.
one.
Yeah. So the fire goes through his rage, but the bludgeoning does not.
All right, I updated
Okay.
your wounds, so it should be. I'll
Okay,
try to keep on top of that.
You just click the wound box and type the new number, Toshime.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to Timber der Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenberg.
Wolfenstein. Or, wait, no, Wolfstein.
Wolfstein. It's so long it cuts off.
It's so long. Okay, Temple will drop the light with his free action, so he can.
Just fucking spit it out at one of the nightmares. Hey, you!
Seeing that goal went towards 1, he will go towards 14. Temple will go towards nightmare number 1. For the Empress! And he charges it and goes to attack it with his longsword.
All right, that's a hit.
Alright, he will dump a level 1 smite onto it. So, there's the slashing damage. And then, so this is not considered undead, correct?
It is not undead, no.
Okay, so it's just regular 3d8 radiant. 3d8 radiant. 12 radiant damage. And that will, he will use his bonus action to shield bash it, so give me athletics or dex or acrobatics versus Timble, and if he fails, if Timble beats him, he's get knocked prone.
Okay.
Athletics.
Okay, we're doing athletics.
Yeah.
19. Oh, dang.
19. Hold on a second. I'm trying to click on athletics, but nothing's coming up.
Well, you can double click athletics to auto roll it, or you
I'm
want
trying to see what I'm supposed to click.
the box under the total column.
Box under the total.
Like
There we
so.
go.
You can double click on it or click and drag it into the chat to roll.
Okay, yeah. Temple got 16, so he doesn't knock it prone.
Okay.
And how do I end my turn?
I'll take
On
care of that.
The downward facing arrow on the bottom left corner of the
Okay,
combat
I'll
tracker.
just let me click it.
Okay.
There you
Did all that damage go through to Nightmare 1?
No, it did not.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, just add the 12 damage to
Yeah,
it.
there we go. All right, Tsunai, you're up.
All right. So first off, Sunai is going to... He's going to climb up and perch on Timber's shoulder. And energy beam at Nightmare 1.
All right, this missed. You get up on your hind paws. You go in T-Rex pose, and you go, "Rah," and you hyper beam at
What
this
does
thing.
it say?
Said failure.
Then that means it hit.
Oh,
This
it's
is
like
a saving
dexterity
throw
thing.
Failed
one.
to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lightning! Oh.
It's your fault for picking the name Sunai.
It begins. It begins.
Hold on a second. So the lightning hits, but it's kind of weird because Temple's so big and metal. It makes the lightning it makes the lightning go off. A little weird.
Oh, it's just I warned about the monkey's paw thing with Sunai. Is that you'll get paradoxical luck like that. Oh yeah, you got a flawless hit to do 1 damage.
Okay. Sony is going to climb up on Gar's shoulder and use Command to Strike. As an action, choose one ally you can see within 60 feet of you. That ally can use their reaction to immediately take the attack action. You choose the targets. So, Gar, hit that thing!
Oh no.
Nightmare 14.
One of them on Timber's shoulder, the other on Gar. They just keep using Command Strike.
Well, no, only Sony has the Command to Strike. 14.
Ah, that sucks.
The one you attacked before. There. I'm taking my luck out of the equation by putting it all on Gar.
All right, you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice and consistent damage.
All right, this thing kind of rears back a little bit, lets out a pitiful whinny.
Just wait until, Gar and Timber have extra attack, because then when I use this ability, they get to do the full attack. Because it does specify it's the attack action, which with extra attack, when you take the attack action, you get to swing again. Support Martens!
Yeah, that would be pretty nasty.
You've just got
All right.
battle packs. Little fuzzy battle packs.
Oh, right. They also heal for 3. Because I use psi points for that.
Gotcha. All right. This Nightmare 1 is more intelligent than it looks, and it notices that the fuzzy little fuzz bucket is the one inciting the big one to do things. That made sense.
I would
Yes,
like
that
to
makes-
point
Well,
out
it
that
makes sense to a
Nightmare
horse.
1 was the one that got the zap instead of... Nightmare 14 is the one that got hit by Gar.
Yes, I know. But it watched the whole thing unfold.
I mean...
So Nightmare 1 is going to go after Sony. With, let's see. A 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. So it rears up, and it's actually Timber that kind of... Are you on Timber? Was that who it was?
Sony is on Gar, I believe.
Okay, so Gar is actually the one that was able to quickly sidestep, and you being on the shoulder just kind of go, wee, go along for the ride, as this attack just totally misses.
Little flag. Flapping in the wind.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Now, question. Nightmare 14, because it's being forced to engage Gar, if I were to attack it with a ranged attack, would it have disadvantage in evading that?
Gar
I
would
don't
know.
believe so. It's
But
only
that doesn't sound right.
It's only if it attacks.
yeah.
Well, I was just
something
wondering
else.
if it counts as me being behind it. Well, no, we all came in through the same door, so we're kind of in a group, aren't we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
If it does opportunity attacks, it still has disadvantage to those.
Joke.
I would like to cast Chromatic Orb at level 2 Ice Element against Nightmare 14.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
I'm not sure how specifically to do the level 2 variant using the thingy.
To hit, it should be fine. It's just the damage will be higher.
Yeah, the for Chromatic Orb, if I cast it at a higher level, I add an additional D8 of damage. But I'm wondering how to add that. So, just click
You can
and
always
drag
just roll it
onto.
manually.
Oh my! I'm grabbing the wrong thing here. There you are. Okay, I got it now. And one more D8. 2, Oh, it's not letting me do that way. I'll just have to do it like this, and you have to add it manually. Wait, I'm stupid. I was doing the...
You did the damage, but you didn't roll to hit.
I was
Yeah.
wondering. I'm like sitting here like, where's
I'm-
where's the...
You didn't correct me. I'm
I
stupid.
was processing.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that hits.
It did hit. It did hit. So we'll just take
So-
what you did.
That would be
Which
the 20.
Think it already added?
Now, did the ice do any bonus damage? Since it's opposite element.
No.
So all it did was piss it off. Doesn't have
Pretty
any
much.
like specific weaknesses.
Nope.
not a whole lot for me to do, so I'll just stay there.
Moriarty.
So, is there supposed to be a map present?
There should be, but there is not because I'm really bad at using fantasy grounds, so we just kind of use our imagination here.
Gotcha. All right. I will go ahead. I will position myself behind wherever Timber is. I will give him a bardic inspiration. And I will actually, is bardic inspiration a bonus action?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Something. Ba, 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 ba. Bonus action, correct. Okay. So I moved behind Timber. Bonus action, give him inspiration. Timber, you have I believe it's a 1d6. I'm at level 4. It might be a 1d8 now. Inspiration changes when you reach your levels.
By the way, how far apart are these nightmares?
They're all like next to each other, so you guys are
Okay.
pretty much in a big group.
Oh no.
Alright, yeah, I give Timber a d6 worth of bardic inspiration that he can use whenever. I believe it only can't be applied to damage.
Sorry, what was that?
I give Timber bardic inspiration, which can be used at any point that he likes for a d6 worth of addition to any roll. That's not a damage roll, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to, for my action, I'm going to hold an attack for if a nightmare gets close enough to me with my rapier.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Nightmare 13 is going to circle around behind its allies and come up beside our lovely hyena Knoll friend.
Okay.
Does an, I guess it's a 17.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, why did I put them back in their little case? Okay. For the bludgeoning damage, you're going to take 10. So, because of your resistance is 5.
Okay.
And for the fire damage, you take 6.
There we go.
All right. It rears up, smacks you, kind of like cartoony Muppet. Takes one hoof, flaps you with another hoof, slaps you. Just does it a couple times before it goes back on all 4.
Flap flap.
Now it's your turn to turn it around.
Turn around every now and then.
Oh boy. Gonna have to swing the greatsword again. One eight hit.
Yes, you hit. Sorry, I was looking at another screen.
And a total of 7 damage.
All right. This was to Nightmare 14.
Yep.
Thing's looking a little worn.
And so am I.
As long as you survive till Sony's turn, you'll be fine.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Nightmare 14 is kind of palling around with number 13. And oh, excuse me, sorry, I feel like I need a ugh. Sorry, one sec. Excuse me. Number 14 and 13 actually flicker away as they switch from the material plane to the ethereal plane. And that would be their whole action. So 14 and 13 are currently untargetable. Timberder, Jägermeister, von Glorious, Borkenberg, Wolfenstein.
I do have one quick question for you, Luke.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I see them?
With your lantern, yes.
That's all I needed to know.
Okay, but he can see it with the lantern, but would an attack just go right through, or are they actually corporeal, just invisible?
They're in a different plane, so he would not be able to hit them.
I mean,
Psychic. Good.
Psychic damage, you just need to know where it's at, yeah.
Dungeon Master?
Yeah?
Did you add the 12 damage from Tempo Smite to the last one Tempo attacked?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It went from 12 to 24.
Okay, sweet. Tempo will attack Nightmare 1 then.
Okay.
And I'll use the Baltic Inspiration with that. Nightmare 1. So +6 to this. Oh, plus 1d6.
It's a grand total of 15. That would hit.
Okay, sweet. Timbo was told he was a good boy. Time for slashing. And Timbo will not smite this turn, but he will try to another. He'll try another bonus action. Bleh, bonus action shield bash, athletics or acrobatics. Forces Timbo will be knocked prone.
Okay. We'll go with... I want to say it's acrobatics. Okay, athletics.
Has to beat 21 or he'll be knocked prone.
Oh, it got 20.
They bash against each other, but Timbo just knocks it to his back.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Whoa. What was that? Prone.
Arr. Excuse me.
Got a pirate.
Arr.
Arr, arr.
Alright, Tsunai. Alright, I don't have those anymore. Well, since it's the only one left here right now. Energy Beam! Actually, better idea. Oh, right, that's an... Ah! YOLO!
All right, you hit.
Boosh! And that's, that is it.
All right, Sony, you're up.
Mend wounds! On Gar. Not a huge amount, but it's something.
Got me out of wounded.
Moriarty,
All
we're
right.
getting that static again.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
Nightmare
much
1
worse that time.
is going to turn its attention to... I guess it's Sony again. We're going for you again, Sony. And a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that would hit.
All right. You will be taking... Ooh, that almost... Ooh, ouch. Let me do the math. 19 bludgeoning damage.
Fight me, coward.
And 5 fire damage. I rolled almost max. Shouldn't it be less than 19? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, you did that right. I was miscalculating the fire
Pop,
damage.
is that
And I
on
was
your
like,
shield?
where's your temporary? Okay. That would be its turn.
I'm going to hold action, cause fear on the condition of when Nightmares 13 and 14 return from the ethereal plane. Casting it at level 2 so that it can target 2 enemies at once.
Oh, okay.
So did I move on past my turn and wait?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I assume none of the nightmares procced my health attack.
None of them came for you, no.
Okay. I will maintain the hell attack then, and I will give...
Okay, don't do that.
What?
I mean, seriously, they're not coming for you. Be useful.
Yes. So I'm going to give my Bardic Inspiration to Gar. And, Suppose I could cast Bane on 13.
13 is currently in the ethereal plane.
Oh, right. That... Actually, it can target up to several creatures, so I can actually roll Bane, and it can affect both the nightmares currently there. I need a charisma saving throw. Full resistance.
2 of them are gone, so there's only 1
Yeah.
here.
Oh, dang.
Nightmare 1 is the only
Yeah,
one that's...
number 1's the only one here. So you can target that one.
Suppose. That's the DC for a charisma saving throw. I don't know how to.
Oh, okay. I got that. It failed.
Okay, target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from its attack rolls for saving throws.
Wait, what's
Or
it
the
what's it
next.
doing?
Whenever it makes an attack roll or rolls a saving throw, it rolls a d4 and subtracts that from its total.
Okay, let me add that as an effect. So when it does a saving throw?
When it attacks or rolls a saving throw.
An attack. Okay. Subtract
1d4.
D4. Okay. Perfect. That's Bane.
Yep, that is the spell Bane. As seen here.
Excelente. Alright. Is that your move?
That's my turn.
Nightmare 13 reappears, and it is actually on the other side of the room.
So 14 didn't reappear, just 13?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, my held attack would only be cast at first level, because the only purpose of second level was to target 2 things.
Okay.
So do I do my action now, or...
Yeah, do it now.
It needs to beat a saving throw of Wisdom at 13.
Wisdom of 13. Okay. Ooh, it failed.
So, voice booming loud, echoing through the room, I say, in Infernal, stand down and your life will be spared.
Now, what spell is this?
Cause fear.
Oh, okay.
It's basically frightened.
Yeah, it's frightened. And on the off chance that it knows Infernal, just throwing that at the wall to see if it sticks right now.
It does. It understands what you're saying, and it kind of takes a few minuscule steps back. You screwed up its plan. Good job.
All Timbo knows is Roselia yelled gibberish at it, and it's frightened.
Well, the same gibberish that demons are usually screaming when you crush them under their boots, but she wasn't screaming, she sounded angry.
That would be its full turn. You screwed it up. Good job. Hope you're proud of yourself.
I
scared a horse. I'm strong.
Hey, as a Conquest Paladin, Timbo respects that.
All right, Gar, you're up.
So 14 and 1 are still.
13 and 1 are back, or here, I should say. 14,
14 is still ethereal.
ethereal.
13 is cowering in the corner. 1 is still prone.
So
And
I'll move
baned.
the protectors to 1, if this works.
You can't. I'll say this for everyone. 13 is, you can't melee it. It's too far away. You'd have to move to it to attack.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
This is why I knock things down. Crit.
And
Well, actually, with it attacking Sunai and Sony, it would have stood back up.
That is true. I forgot it was prone when it attacked you, but it didn't move anywhere, so it would have just undone the prone.
Yeah, okay, so it's standing up now.
but that wouldn't have been advantage.
Don't you have advantage from your raid or from your rage anyways?
The rage was from reckless attack,
Yeah, if he does
and
reckless
that's only
attack,
for the first attack on my turn.
My ruling here is going to be that it is still currently prone, and I screwed up.
Then how did it attack? Then it would have had to have rolled at disadvantage for attacking Sunai and Sony.
Yes, we're gonna keep it, and we're just gonna straight up be like, yes, I screwed up. And continuing forward, we're gonna go with it's prone.
And since it's a crit, do we use crit card or?
Just double the damage.
You don't want to use crit card?
Do you have the crit cards? Because I don't.
Yes, I do. We've used them before.
Okay, we'll do the crit card. Yeah, but it's been like a billion sessions since then.
Alright, what? Great swords of slashing. Slice to the cheek, triple
Yep.
damage. So you triple the dice, make sure you clear the crit.
And how do I clear crit?
you just roll,
another attack.
But don't aim it at it.
No, you have to aim it at it.
Oh.
If it's another crit, then you roll again. Until you don't get a crit.
Yeah, the hit dice, not the damage dice.
Like that?
Yep. Now just triple the amount of dice that you're rolling for your damage by clicking, dragging, and then right-clicking until it's triple the amount.
This is gonna halt.
And
Not a
I
lot of
believe
dice.
I added an extra effect for the null race on crits. I don't remember for sure, but I believe I did. Not that it matters because, you know, it's unconscious, but, you know.
And no, there wasn't extra crit. There was Bone Crusher if you did a bite, but
That's probably
Okay.
what it was.
whap.
All right,
Down
is
it
that your
goes.
turn, Gar?
Yep.
Nightmare 14 reappears on the opposite side of the room from where Nightmare 13 appeared. And it does a running charge. This time it is going for Moriarty.
Dungeon Master?
Yes?
He's standing behind Timble.
Okay, then it's going for Timber.
I mean, to be fair, could probably go after Moriarty and take an attack of opportunity from Timber.
That's true. But he's just going for that direction.
Yeah, also
Alright.
remember, Timble takes up 4 spaces, so he would have to move a lot just to get around him.
Hence the attack of opportunity.
Let's
Wait,
see.
is
That
Timber
is...
actually a large creature?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Oh, nice.
He's a big boy.
A dirty 20 to hit.
That hits. AC
Okay.
19.
Oh, so just barely hit. Alright. It's going to deal 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 5 fire damage. This is like the 3rd time I've rolled 5.
So 16 damage.
Yes.
Okay, let me punch that in.
Alright, Nightmare 14 and Nightmare 1 are still within melee distance. Nightmare 13 is within a ranged distance, so you'd actually have to walk up to it if you want to smack it. And Nightmare 1 is unconscious and prone.
It's worth noting that Rose is currently staring directly at Nightmare 13 and having a conversation with it. An Infernal.
I take it that it's a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause fear, they re-roll the wisdom save every turn. If they exceed 13, then they break free of it. It lasts up to 1 minute. Although I won't
Okay.
need the full minute. I've got a plan.
Alright, Timber, you're up.
Alright, so it was 14 that attacked Timble.
Yes, it was.
So this thing comes running across the room. It strikes Timble. You know, it scoots him back a little bit. He grunts. You know, he shoves it back off of it and goes for his longsword again to slay this thing. There's a 13 hit.
It does. Yep.
Alright. He will strike it with his longsword. And then he'll bash it with his shield. So give me athletics or acrobatics.
Ah, gotcha. Would be acrobatics. Dirty 20.
He'll take it. Timble bonks it, but it doesn't fall over.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
Sunai, you're up.
Alright. Let's just do this.
Yeah, he definitely could use those.
Oh, yeah. Pretty strong heal.
All I can picture is just Timber grabbing one of the Martens, slapping it onto one of the wounds, and you just hear the Half-Life 2 medkit sound. Just
All right, and Nightmare 1 dies. Bleh. Rosalia, you're up.
I just begin calmly walking towards Nightmare 13 and speaking in Infernal, tell it, "The choice is yours. Submit or die." I'm going to cast Sleep at level 2. This is my last second level spell slot, centered on Nightmare 13. And that is 5d8 plus 2d8, so it's 7d8 number of hit points. If it has less hit points than how much I roll, then it's forced to fall asleep.
Okay.
And of course, this is Tanya's negotiating with it, because it seemed to respond to the Infernal the first time.
It's just kind of slowly backing up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Assuming it has more than 38 hit points remaining.
Yes, it does.
So when she says this, your choice is yours, submit or die. It's feeling drowsy, but not enough to fall asleep unless it willingly gives in.
It does not.
All right, that does break my concentration for cause fear.
Okay.
And I'd
Sleep
be,
is
I
also
guess,
concentration.
yeah, I was canceling the cause fear concentration to concentrate on sleep. Oh wait, no. No, sleep is not concentration. It's
Yeah.
instant and it lasts 1 minute.
I was gonna say sleep shouldn't cancel it.
Really? I
So
thought any spell that you cast.
no.
Oh.
When it comes to concentration, you can only use one concentration spell at a time, but when you cast another spell that also does, or only requires... So basically, you cast Fear, it's a concentration. You cast Sleep, it's not a concentration. But if you cast another spell that requires concentration, that will cancel the previous one you were concentrating on. But you can cast anything else or do anything else while maintaining that concentration. Do be aware, if you take damage, you'll need to make a constitution check or save to maintain the spell, but otherwise, yeah.
All right, well, if that's the case, then I just stop at the halfway point. When it doesn't fall asleep, I just go, "So be it. You have chosen death." And that ends my turn.
All right.
Hey, that's Kerr's
Marie.
line. All right. So you're currently talking to it's 13, right?
Yeah, speaking in Infernal.
Okay, so the last thing you just said was infernal.
Yeah, everything that I said directed at the horse was Infernal, which was telling it stand down or told it if it stands down, its life will be spared. The choice is yours, and it didn't fall asleep from the sleep spell, so that's when she said, "So be it. You've chosen death."
Okay. I guess I can justify it just off of logic of Nightmare 14. I don't even know if that one's returned yet. I don't think it has yet. Has it?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, it has.
14,
Okay.
it has, and it is.
I
currently
miss
locked at
all.
melee
I'm
weapon.
missing literally all the cues of when these things disappear and come back, but I'm getting everything else.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
locked in combat with Temple right now.
Yeah, it rushed him.
Well, Nightmare 14 looks much worse for wear. Nightmare 13 looks good for wear. So, I guess I'll recast Bane, and it can apply to both, because I keep forgetting that Bane can apply to 3 targets within my sight. So I'll recast Bane and target both the nightmares this time, then.
Ooh, Bane causes damage anytime they do a saving throw, right?
No.
No.
It's a anytime they do a saving throw or do an attack roll, it just reduces the total.
Oh, so that'll make it harder to break free from the frighten.
Exactly. It'll give them a minus 1d4 from any sort of saving throw.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you, Bard.
welcome.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the nightmare work.
So it's a DC 14 Charisma saving throw for this to apply, of course. Both for Nightmare 13 and 14.
DC
Charisma saving throw.
13? you said?
14.
14.
DC 14 Charisma saving throw.
Charisma with an animal.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure most animals have like a -4.
That's not even fair.
It got a 21. So, no.
Which
What
one
the
did?
what?
The Nightmare?
Was that? Well, I'm casting it. I can target up to 3 creatures, so that's 14
Oh,
and
then
13.
Nightmare 13 was the first one. So I thought that you were only targeting 13. Okay, I'll roll for 14.
So it beat the save?
Yeah.
Oof.
14 did not. 14 rolled a 4.
14 will get minus 1d4 in attacks and saving throws. Then.
Wait, you said it rolled 21, which means it has at least a +1 bonus to charisma.
At least. To be fair, these are nightmares, so they probably have good charisma for a decent intimidation roll.
Okay, charisma as a form of intimidation. I see the
Yeah.
logic there now.
They're not regular ponies. This is advanced heresy.
Well, I'm desperately trying to be the horse whisperer here, since a certain somebody said they wanted a pony.
And while I'm at it, I don't know how many bardic inspirations did I give out many bardic inspirations last session?
No.
I don't think you gave any out last
The
session.
only time you ever did a bardic inspiration was a temple. This one time.
Okay. Well, I gave one to Timber and one to Gar,
Oh yeah.
so I'm down 2, and I only have 4. So I
So you have
guess
2 left.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold on to them because I really don't know how long we're gonna have until we get a long rest. And we seem to have things under control right now, so I guess I'll just pass turn into Bane spellcasting.
Wisdom DC 13 to break free of the fear.
Oh. Yep, it passed. Got a 21.
Where does he keep getting these 21s from?
I believe that
Pick its pockets.
I think that does waste its taunt though. Because I remember with Fear, something has to use its action to steal itself.
That is
Let
true.
me check here.
I know this because I'm a Conquest Paladin. That's literally what I do. At least at higher levels.
It's a pick and choose. Yeah, you either have to break the fear or act with fear.
It doesn't specify one way or the other in my spell card here.
Yeah, it's basically spending its taunt, giving itself a little pep talk like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
No, it's just a tiny little freaking bunny. Why am I afraid of this tiny thing? It makes no sense.
A big, strong horse.
What makes no sense is how it can speak my language.
All right, Gar.
Jump cut to 10 minutes later. Oh yeah, it's just a harmless little rabbit. We'll just go and fight it, won't we?
And 14 is back.
14. Yeah, they've all been back for a little while now.
I guess the Great Wizard Tim.
Yeah, you could say.
Like I said, this is a Monty
So-
Python skit.
How do I add the inspiration? Is it +2?
Plus 1d6.
Or is it D8?
Oh, d8. I think it was a 6. Hey, Bard, is
real quick,
is your bardic inspiration 1d6 or 1d8?
did
It'll
you
be
use
1d8 next level.
Did you use the fear spell?
She did, yes.
Okay. In that case, the way it works is a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw. So it cannot actually even attempt to break free unless it cannot see you.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
It
that's
can
what the
still
spell
feel it.
says.
She's talking to it.
So since it's backed into a corner, it has nowhere to run, and it can't break eye contact.
Yeah.
It's still fighting.
It's stuck in
Nice.
there until the spell ends.
Get status effect.
I mean, it's a 3rd level spell, so...
That and that.
Wait, do we have 3rd level spells?
Whoa.
She does.
How the hell?
So
what
a 9
level
to
are
hit.
you, Moriarty?
I'm level 4. I only have 2nd level spells at this point.
Cause Fear's level 1 necromancy for me.
Okay.
Oh,
It's because it's
Cause
necromancy
Fear.
school.
Cause Fear is a different spell. Which one is
Then
that
the fear spell
from?
itself.
All right, everyone, roll it back.
I asked if it was fear, and you said yes, and...
I mean, to be fair, cause fear and fear, you can see where the miscommunication.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Usually with
find
that,
Cause Fear.
usually with that, you have to
Ah, there
not
it
see the
is.
thing you're afraid of to be able to. From what I understand, you can't.
Okay,
you
yeah,
can't make the saving throw unless you can't see it anymore.
This particular spell lets them remake
Yeah.
the saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
And they do not have to move away. They just don't... They cannot move closer.
It's a lesser version of it. And so that means that it did break free, but yeah, it still had to spend its turn shaking it off.
Either way, it spent its storm. It's Feral Light. It's Diet Feral.
So, what are you doing there, Gar?
I attacked and I probably missed. With a 9 to hit.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know. I think that 27 definitely hit Moriarty.
Sorry,
That
what's
was a
that?
misclick.
What that? Oh
Nothing,
god, yeah, Gar
Moriarty.
did attack me. Gar, what the hell?
I was trying to pick up the 6-sided along with my attack, and it dropped it.
Yeah, you rolled 2d20s instead, which is the most overpowered attack I've ever seen.
Well, pass your turn unless you're doing something else there, Gar.
All right. Nightmare 14 is going to kind of go around a little bit. It's backing up and going around because it does not want the attack of opportunity. It
There.
knows that there's a big, large.
That would be the disengage action.
Oh, you're right. That is.
Yeah,
So
they don't
yeah, you
have...
still get an attack of opportunity on that. Go ahead.
Well, if you're planning to move it and then attack, then yeah, we would get an attack of opportunity. But if you just move it and use the disengage action, then we don't.
I gotta think about this. Hold on.
Which, that one is between Sunai, Sony, Timber, and Gar, right?
So
Uh,
yeah, it would have to use its
yeah.
disengage action, otherwise it just gets stabbed.
It
by
is
everyone.
dead.
It's saying
Unless
screw
it-
it, and it's going for Sunai.
Unless it does its action to go Emporial and run away.
Does a 15 hit Sunai?
No.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that was its ditch effort. Timba.
I said, fight me, coward! And Timber will strike it. With his long sword.
That's a hit.
For 10 damage. Still alive?
You dealt the damage
Yes,
to
yes.
it, so yeah.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Alright, I will then shield bash it.
Just
So,
stop moving
athletics-
already.
Yeah. So athletics or acrobatics with the debuff of whatever that D4 is. It can still roll lower than say 8. Oof.
Well, let me draw a card.
No,
That's damage.
that was oh wait, yeah. That was basically a roll, so yeah, that's
Well,
that's a nat 1.
a shield bash is typically not a standard option.
Yeah.
Don't you have a feat that allows that?
Yeah, this is basically a athletics roll nat 1.
What is giving you that ability?
That's a shield bash from Shield Master. Bonus action.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay, all that does is allow you to try and shove a creature within 5 feet with your shield.
Yes.
Which all it does is just push them away. Or push
But
them
technically technically speaking, that was a nat 1 on my athletics check. So that I guess that would trigger?
DM opinion on that, I don't think it would actually be an attack then. Because you're not actually trying to do damage, you're just, But that's up to the DM.
If you're trying to knock it prone and you rolled a natural 1,
Yeah.
then unless I roll a natural 1, it's not gonna.
I mean,
Proc
technically
prone.
speaking, if you roll a 7, you're still knocked down.
That's funny you said that because I literally rolled a 7.
Yeah, it
But,
is an athletics check, so it doesn't. There's no such
But it
thing as
is
a crit fail with
it has
those.
a bonus. So
Plus the debuff of 1d4.
oh, that might make a difference. Let's check that debuff. Okay, it still passed, so it didn't go prone.
If
Okay,
it's
I will end my turn then.
If it's having to make a skill check to resist, that would not actually be affected by the Bane. Bane did say saving throws and attack rolls.
Yep.
Oh,
not-
okay, never mind then. Either way, it still passed.
Yeah.
It barely passed me rolling my worst.
Okay.
Like trip.
Sunai. We're just gonna go with the standard.
Just blast it.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Sad.
God.
And that's a magic one.
Oof.
All right, someone's grown a third leg. You know, that came
Drawing
out
a
of my mouth.
blank. You are unable to cast this spell for 1 minute. That's okay.
no.
It's just a cantrip thing, and I've got others.
And this is a perfect time for this GIF in Ascent to Ascend chat.
He just like balps and nothing comes out.
Well, no, this one is telepathic lash, so... Stop, he's already dead. Alright, so, that's it for Sunai and Sony. Hey! Gar! Smack that thing!
Okay, I'll try.
Command to strike.
14.
That hits.
Nightmare 14, correct?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you rolled a 14.
13.
Well, it still hits.
Total of 9 damage.
Oh, it's barely hanging in there.
Barely, you say.
Barely.
What do I have that's a bonus action? I don't think I have much. No. Alright. Well, that's it for Sony.
Seeing that Nightmare 13 is shaking off the fear and refusing to submit, Rose turns her attention to Nightmare 14. Perhaps instead, you. I'm going to use my very last spell slot, level 1, sleep. This better freaking work. That's 5d8. Come on.
And it goes
Snooze.
night-night. Night-night.
Then I'm just ending my turn with glaring back at 13. You had your chance.
Right, Moriarty.
Goddamn, forgot I was muted. Rosalia, are you planning on doing something with the creature that you slept?
Yeah, I plan on tying it up and eventually taming it.
Oh, you want to tame one of these?
To be
Soon I
fair,
wanted a pony.
yeah. Sune wanted a pony.
You're just
Fair enough.
enabling Sunai.
Hey,
Every
he
time
got
they
us
ask
in.
for a pony, you're just gonna have to get them a pony.
Hey, to be fair,
It's
he
corruption
got
time.
he got us in the towel in the false place. The last thing we can do is get him a pony.
Yeah, he's been a good boy.
That's fair.
He's been best key.
At least try to get him a pony.
Yeah, I'm putting I've spent 2 level 2 and 2 level 1 spell slots on this.
Shit.
Completely out of ammunition.
Alright, I'll go ahead and cast, or attempt to cast, blindness, deafness on Nightmare 13. I think I can just do this, right? Yeah!
You said 15.
Shut up.
Okay, what is it you did?
I
Blindness,
rolled
deafness.
cast
Oh.
effect on it. Con save should have automatically rolled. Did it succeed or fail?
It succeeded.
God damn it.
The thing is durable. Also,
No,
I just
you
realized-
succeeded.
Sorry, what?
He
You
succeeded. You
succeeded.
succeeded.
Oh, I succeeded?
Yeah. I was like, why are you guys like complaining that you just blinded this thing?
Oh, no. So, she says you had your chance, and then suddenly it can't see or hear anything. It's just trapped in a black void.
Actually, blindness,
no.
deafness, I believe is one. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's not both. So I'm
Oh,
casting blindness.
boo!
I'm casting blindness just because that one is a lot more effective in this scenario. So it is blind. For duration 1 minute. I still have my Bane effect on the other one because I haven't cast. I thought this was a concentration spell, honestly.
It's sleeping and baned.
And so if it tries to make a saving throw against the sleep, it takes damage. Oh no! Gives a new meaning to dying in your sleep.
No, it doesn't take damage from Bane.
It just
It's
makes
a
it harder for it to wake up.
yeah.
It's essentially in a coma.
Why does my brain keep saying they take damage?
Probably because it's a D4, and D4s are known as caltrops.
Fair enough.
Or they hurt when you step on them.
That's what a caltrop is. Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Don't want to burn through too many resources.
Oh wait.
Okay. Just casting that spell. I guess, move closer to Nightmare 13, but not within melee range.
Okay.
It
This
looks like so
thing-
long as their sleep isn't disturbed, there is no saving throw. It just lasts a flat minute. I
We got
mean,
10
like,
rounds to put down Nightmare 13.
All right. Nightmare 13, being purely blinded, decides to pick a random direction and go for it. So I'm going to
Are you rolling a
roll.
D8 for this?
Yes.
does Timber take up 2 spaces on that dice?
Tippo takes up 4 spaces.
No,
Have
I
you
mean,
take-
on his dice of directions there.
Oh,
No, if it's a D8, I'm guessing 1 is north, and then every number after north is a cardinal direction clockwise. So it's like it goes north.
well, it has a
north,
50-50 chance to hit the wall.
yeah, it's like north, northeast, east,
I've got a system.
southeast, south, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, it decided that the direction of Gar was a good direction. And
Oh
it's
boy.
taken a blind slap. I'm going to
So
say
that
if
would
this
probably be
misses,
disadvantage, maybe?
it's going to take some damage.
I do believe blindness gives a 50% miss chance.
I thought it just gives you disadvantage on your attacks.
It's either disadvantage or a 50% miss chance.
Probably a disadvantage.
It's a 50% miss chance in
Oh, it
addition
is?
to disadvantage.
Oh, it's
Oh.
both.
Oh,
I mean, they are blind.
That is fair enough.
Does that give us advantage on attacking it? Because it can't
No.
see us?
We actually, I guess we should probably double check.
And if it misses on the charge, would Gar get an attack of opportunity as it runs past?
yes.
Which it very much likely is.
Okay, never mind. It's just disadvantage. However,
Okay.
attack rolls against the creature do have advantage.
Okay.
Would make sense. Okay.
So I was probably thinking about Pathfinder again. As you do.
Yep, it missed. So it's continuing onwards, and it's going to take 4 for crashing into a wall, plus your attack of opportunity.
25
hit?
to hit.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
So, which one was it running past?
Gar.
Okay.
So I
And
think
with
Sony,
you on my shoulders.
yeah, Sony gets also an attack. Chomp.
Yes, you hit. Okay. This poor nightmare. It's just being tortured.
I mean,
Gar, you're up.
they attacked first. And we did give it an opportunity to surrender.
This ain't no pansy pony.
Well, sure, but that means it dies.
So be it.
It's not our fault. It had its opportunity to live. Just saying. We would have taken very good care of it.
Or Battle Fortress. Or Floating Fortress just ends up turning into a zoo.
It's already a zoo.
Yeah, it is.
Or it'd be 3 things and a door of infinite chickens.
The nice thing about it is the door is still open on Sundays.
All right, Gar, you're up.
Okay. Back to 14 again.
The sleeping one?
Yeah,
Gar, why
14
are
is
you
the second
attacking?
one.
Gar, why are you attacking the one I'm trying to tame?
Oh, 13 I meant to hit.
Go ahead and re-roll on 13.
When do you have advantage on that one?
And that's a crit
Oh.
miss card.
Wait, now hold on.
You have
Wouldn't
advantage,
we just
so you can
why
do it again.
why wouldn't we just migrate the 14 from 14 to 13?
Advantage, you said? Okay.
Oh, so close! That was almost.
To be fair, you rolled twice anyway, so.
So we're just okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering why we're not just moving the 14 from Nightmare 14 to Nightmare 13.
What do you mean?
But he made a roll with the expectation that it was 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was confused what you all meant by that.
Yeah, I was sitting there scratching my head at that.
So hit?
Yeah, we'll let it count. Go ahead.
So
Sorry
it
about
was
that.
14 to hit.
That's okay.
There we go.
I'm not feeling well right now,
It's
so
okay.
I'm a little bit disconnected.
Little bit of a fog.
I haven't been feeling well for the past couple weeks.
Well, yeah, because you never sleep.
I was
Except for
sleeping
when
all
it's
day.
game time.
Yeah,
You-
I threw
you
up the other
al-
day. That was fun.
You stay awake all week, and then when game time comes, that's when you finally sleep.
Okay. Okay, is that your move?
Yes, it is.
Right, we're on to 14, who's asleep. And from what I understand, cannot make any checks or can.
And not make any checks.
Unless it
As
gets
so long as nobody disturbs it, it's asleep for 1 minute.
And we're on to Timber.
Alright, seeing that the horse is sleeping, he turns to charge Nightmare 13, 1-3, but he's gonna say,
For the Empress.
basically whispering.
Why is he
like,
whispering?
because he doesn't want to wake up the.
Oh!
For the Empress.
I just find it funny how him whispering is louder than him just normally talking.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't picking it up on the mic, so I brought it closer to my mouth.
Well, you should have the mic a bit closer to your mouth anyways.
Okay, so Temple takes a few gentle steps away from 14, and then he starts striding over to 13 and hitting it with his longsword.
And soon I's just coming along for the ride.
Whee! That definitely hit.
Let's see. I will dump another smite into this thing.
By the way, quick tip for you, Luke. For standard effects like blinded and stuff, in the upper right, there's a little button with a person and some sparkles around it. It's an effect. You can literally just click and drag standard effects onto things, so you don't have to type them out. Like blinded. And
There's
it'll
a person with
automatically...
speckles?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It'll automatically
Okay,
apply
cool.
advantage for us and stuff, as well as disadvantage to that when it rolls.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay.
So 26 damage total.
Oh, dang.
Tempo smites it silently. Silent fury. I have
Well,
one.
it's still standing.
I have one smite juice left, and since it's still standing after all that he will shield bash it, and give me athletics or acrobatics.
Do acrobatics. Oof. 8. No, sorry, 6. I can math.
Oh well, even if I roll a 1, I win. I'm just gonna roll it just for shits and giggles. If I can pick it up. There we go. Bonk. It's prone.
What was that?
It's prone.
That was an error sound by somebody.
No, that was the sound of when
Oh,
my
the
turn
ending.
comes up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I
Nightmare
feed audio
14
through
is prone.
Discord. Also, Timber, you are really quiet. Sorry, I'm just having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, so 13 is prone.
Yes, we got that one. Sunai is gonna jump onto Nightmare 13's back and use Bestial Claws. Which...
I'm sorry. Bestial?
Bestial.
Somebody got
Bestial,
me off
bestial.
Sable Eye.
Quick question regarding nightmares. The fire mane and the fire tail and stuff, is that
Yeah.
actually a hot flame, or is it just like a ethereal substance that just looks like flame?
It is actual fire.
Really?
Oh my god!
For fire resistance. If it chooses to. And guess what?
So,
Soon like
Zim,
it's on.
Zim, remember how we tried to warn you?
That is a...
Sunai said to roll for it. I rolled for
that
it.
is
And I got
that is a
5
one.
ones.
That is a 1 and a 5 ones?
Yeah, the
11
11.
and 3 ones.
That is a 1 in 1,000 chance of rolling that bad.
Oh
Impressive.
well. I got the healing
How many
I
ones
wanted.
have you gotten today? Just curious.
Not that many.
How many times have you rolled today?
Not that many.
Touche. Either way, I got I got the healing effect that I wanted, so we're good. It's good. We're fine.
You will
Sony,
be taking fire damage, though.
from being on top of it,
Yeah.
how much?
You will be taking... Ooh, that was max. Oh,
Including damage dice,
Excellent.
he's rolled 5 ones.
10 damage.
Okay.
10 fire damage.
Adaptive shield to reduce it by half. Thus, it only pulls from my temp wound or temp HP, which on Sony's turn, we are getting that static again, Moriarty. And yeah, it's nothing changes. Actually, no, something does change. They heal another 4 damage. Or 3 damage.
Why are you healing?
Every time I use my psionic points, my psi points, I heal for that same amount.
How do you get side points?
Those are my version of spell slots.
How many you got left?
5.
5? Okay.
And that's
Is that split
between the
between the
two
two
of
of you?
them.
Okay. Alright, well, Sony, you're up.
Alright, Sony is going to do... what kind of objects are on the ground around? Where are we?
It's pretty much like the very first room where there wasn't really anything.
So there's
Mine
I
is-
assume this is just like...
no loose stones or anything?
No.
I assume we're just like in a stone arena, like we're in... Actually, there's like no lighting, isn't there?
Except for the
Okay, I'll just do
skulls
this.
and the ponies.
Did it succeed or fail?
Failure.
Yay! We're gonna do cold. That was not very good. Okay.
Alright, Rose, you're up.
Alright, do rations contain water in them?
I believe they do.
No.
Oh, I lied.
It's just food?
You
Alright, then I'm gonna have
should
to
have
use-
a water skin separate that, would have water, but I also would recommend not using our supplies for anything because we kind of need those supplies. We don't know when we'll be able to get more water.
It was an offhanded thought. Well, there's only one thing I have that works for this. It's kind of interesting to think how this would work. I have that water skin that's mostly full of holy water.
Well,
So I'll
why
use
not
that
just
to-
use a cantrip?
What cantrip?
You should have cantrips as a wizard.
Yeah,
Of create
have-
water.
I do not have to create water. I have chill touch, mage hand, and mending.
Okay, chill touch.
What would I use chill touch for?
To attack.
I'm not attacking.
Okay.
You guys are fighting Nightmare 13. Nightmare 14 is only going to be asleep for a short period of time. So in the fray, well, Nightmare 13 is still blinded and hopefully doesn't notice her. Although he's at the other end of the room now, isn't he?
Yes.
So, using the remainder of the holy water and the water skin to soak down some rope, she then uses the rope to hog tie the sleeping knight. That's her plan of attack. I don't know if that'll take more than one action to do. Probably would.
Repeat it one more time.
The full plan of action is to use the water skin to soak some rope and then use the rope to tie up the nightmare.
Okay.
The water skin contains holy water.
Yeah. I
The
would say that
sleeping
would-
nightmare, mind you, not the one that's currently still kicking.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you are welcome to do that, but yes, it will take an action to basically soak the rope.
And then
an
another action to tie it up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, this thing's looking like it's on its last legs. It's prone, it's blind.
Let me remove the holy water from my inventory real quick.
Damn it,
So
well,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
run up to it and I'm gonna stab it in the neck. Or attempt to, at least. There's a 24 hit.
No. What do you think?
Damn. Alright, that's turn.
All right, bring it home.
Please. No!
I said bring it home. What was that?
That was home.
Does anyone have anything they can do to boost
At
me?
least you tried.
Does
I'm-
anyone
I'm-
have anything they can do to boost me?
I can
I'm
No.
busy being a cowboy.
Well, they
Alright,
do, but
can
they
I
won't.
Can I get a reroll from chat, potentially?
Moving on.
Okay, fine.
Denied. Didn't even give Chad a
Technically,
chance.
technically the next reroll is going to be automatically denied anyways because of a different influence.
Oh, well that's...
What?
Yeah,
Seriously?
somebody redeemed last night for the next
reroll
reroll.
canceled.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
mean.
The viewers giveth and the viewers taketh away.
Well, don't give them the option to take it away, damn it.
No, I gotta be fair to
We
both
just all-
sides. They do have the power to help the DM as well.
Fair enough. Am said though, I was gonna use the weapons ability.
It'll still have the ability next time.
Well, yeah, but I won't be able to summon a fucking nightmare.
Well, you couldn't before.
Uh,
It's just taking a soul and then using it for
listen,
other
I
things.
like thinking in my mind that I can summon a nightmare.
All right. This thing is going to just kind of buck kick. So who's behind it?
Me.
I stabbed
Is
him
that-
in the neck, so I'm in front of it.
Timber, you were super quiet.
Timber, you are really, really quiet.
That was the mouse voice Timber
It
saying
was
that.
me.
Yes, the mouse sized Timber.
Where is your mic?
It is literally right in front of my mouth. I do not know how to use options.
You were fine earlier. What did you do?
I'm trying to fix it.
But you
Don't you
fixed
know
it earlier. Now you
I'm
broke
really tall. I'm really tall, so it just sounds like I fall away. Okay.
That's not how it works.
Okay,
When you're really big, your
maybe-
voice is much louder and booming.
Okay. If you go into user settings on Discord, under voice and video, if you crank input all the way up, that might help.
Okay. Input volume 100%.
Was
Can
it
you
already
put
there?
it to 200?
What headset did you order?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I got the one from
You don't know
Walmart.
your own headset?
Why did you get
got the
something?
no-
Because
You got
it's
the one from
Kevin
Walmart.
Town.
Don't you have
I'm pretty sure-
Amazon?
You don't happen to have like buttons on these headphones or something, do you?
How about that? Does that change anything?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope. I'll have to go through settings.
All right. Well,
That'd
this thing
be-
is going to stand up as its movement action. I can figure out how to get
For the
rid of...
record, Luke, it is half the movement.
No, I know, but
Okay.
it's not really going anywhere. So
Just wanted to make sure you knew.
yeah, there we go. And it will disadvantage. Go for Timber. Ugh, those were horrible rolls. It missed.
Bonk.
And you can tell it's just like panicking.
Yeah, I think you gave. There comes Timber back.
Okay, how's this volume?
Much better.
I just hit reset.
Okay. We're gonna have a talk later about your headset.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on this headset?
$40.
That explains
Then
everything.
Well, I mean, it's probably just a matter of calibration.
Yeah.
I would still say return it and get a different one.
Well, assuming that you're on Windows 10, I just posted in the Ascent to Ascend chat a little walkthrough on how to adjust the gain on your microphone.
I think this is Windows 11.
Well, that's
Ew.
your second problem.
Yeah, your signal is getting weaker because the FBI. They're taking half the signal.
And Otter, did that hit?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it missed.
Okay.
I didn't even realize you rolled. I'm just sitting here like, Tom.
You're fine.
Tanya,
Not my fault.
send him a link to your headset on Amazon. Get that one, Timber, because we know that one's good.
Oh, this thing's amazing. I love it.
I'm sure if I go through the settings, I can figure it out.
I'd still say
just-
just get a new one that's actually good. Anyways, it's your turn.
They didn't teach me how to use headsets in Paladin school, okay?
You sounded okay right there.
Okay, Timber will attack Nightmare 1-3 with his longsword. Hopefully kill it this time.
You hit. It is unconscious.
Timber will run it through with his sword.
Timber, wired or wireless?
It's wild.
Alright, well, I just needed to check what you preferred.
Oh.
There you go.
If y'all want, you could let Moriarty get the kill and get one of the souls.
Can
Okay.
Timber use
good.
Moriarty as a weapon?
No.
Pick Moriarty up, turn him upside down, shove him through the
Okay,
floors.
do we in character have any idea that that's an ability on his rapier?
Yeah,
Because
Tim-
I don't think we've been told.
Yeah,
don't
nobody
actually
told Timber
recall.
anything.
So we would have
We-
no reason in character to let Moriarty finish it.
We definitely never told Timber, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never told Timber at least, so he just
Kill.
Wait, no. He's like not to wake the horse.
And I don't think anybody
don't-
else knows.
I don't recall if I actually mentioned it or not.
It's been brought up, but I think it's been out of character when it's been brought up.
Yeah.
Standard
Alright.
operating procedure: destroy the enemy.
He did. All right, we're out of combat.
Timber, can I
Congratulations, everyone.
Timber, can I get your help over here real quick?
What do you need?
Moriarty.
Yep. Oh.
Sorry, it's just...
I need you.
So, the problem here is, Moriarty, when you're not talking, it just... Discord is doing that, okay, here's this audio, let's start boosting it up because we can tell it's quiet. And
Yeah,
it
it-
just gradually gets louder and louder. It's like, oh!
The weird
Yeah,
thing is I
it-
have noise suppression turned on, and
But do you have your microphone gain set to automatic? For Discord?
it shouldn't. But let me double check.
Maybe
Yeah, if
double
it's on
check that
automatic, it'll
you're...
turn it.
that things are plugged in all the way. It honestly sounds
So-
more like something might not be plugged in all the way.
Well, yeah, definitely. It's some white noise coming through, but as far
I
as
mean,
keeping it from boosting it out of control, input sensitivity. If you turn automatically determine input sensitivity off in the voice and video settings,
It's already
you might be able to... Oh, well then you're kind of screwed. something else in your software that's doing it.
Guys, did this change anything? Blah blah blah. Is it better?
About the same.
About the same?
I can hear you just fine. I
Yeah.
just have to turn you up a little bit.
I've got you on
'Cause I'm going
200%, so.
I'm going through what Wo was just telling me to do.
I've gone ahead and checked all of my
Um,
connections. They're all good. My input sensitivity has never been automatic because that's always a bad idea.
Well, I
have
leave
noise
mine on
suppression
automatic,
on.
but that's because this headset's designed around it.
I've got noise suppression on. Open video. What the heck is video codec?
Excuse me.
Anyways. So, yeah, Rose is asking Timber to sit on the horse, to keep it pinned down on its side.
Alright, fine. The horse shall feel the weight of the Imperium upon itself.
How much do you weigh, Timber?
10+500. That plus it,
Now we
plus-
can barely hear you again.
I hear you.
What the fuck? It's super quiet.
Is that better?
Stop playing with the settings!
Okay, fine.
We
How
got
many
it
times
where
do we
it
have
was
to-
working well enough, but.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Seriously, the headset that I linked you, that's the wired version of the one that I'm using. I've never had any issues with the Corsair Void microphones.
Alright, Timbo is sitting on the horse.
It dies.
Are you shitting me?
Roll a
Yes.
d4. We're gonna find out. Timber, roll a d4.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my freaking god. It's okay. It's a beast of burden, and you're saying 500 pounds kills it.
Uh,
I mean, if he sits on it the wrong way, yeah, it probably would. Like, if the thing is prone and on
Well,
his
okay,
side and
she-
he
she
sits
cl-
the
directly on
average
its
weight of an
ribs,
adult horse is 660 pounds.
she did clarify to pin it down. That's what she meant by sit. Although then again, Timber might not have.
Yeah, I was
Timber's
gonna say,
Timber.
Timber is
Timbo is
Timber.
Timbo.
Let me give you a DM hint. This is a good thing.
Oh, okay.
What, that it's dying?
Yes.
Ugh.
But
This
I want-
thing bursts into sulfur and brimstone, just spewing out across the floor, as the other two had before it. The
Sunai-
lights in the room. Sunai does what?
Sunai and Sony were running up to it right as it bursts, and they're both just kind of standing there looking at it, and little tears are forming in their eyes as they
I was trying
look from
really hard.
Timber over to Rosalia.
Timbo feels bad now. I was trying to help.
It was badly wounded. It was,
I was doing what I was told. Won't
Yes,
follow orders.
he's
Moriarty's gonna-
he's never gonna be able to be in the cavalry again.
Moriarty's gonna walk
Traumatized.
over.
Moriarty.
Not again.
Moriarty's gonna walk over.
Moriarty's gonna walk over to Gar and just tug him on the sleeve and be like, "Hey, let's." He
what?
just nods with Gar. He just nods Gar towards the staircase, like, "Let's give it a moment."
Yeah.
He just walks on ahead with Gar as everyone else is in a ball crying.
Morning. they were so close to capturing a pony.
Yeah.
Rule 1 of adventuring: never split the party.
I would like to roll a passive perception about noticing those two heading off.
We're not sneaking.
They're just like
Uh,
giving a small distance.
Guys, could you maybe like wait a little bit? I
No.
mean, how quick? I am exhausted. I spent
Temple
everything
picks
I
up
had
Osilia.
trying to take that thing alive.
Temple picks up Osilia. Temple picks up the Molten twins. Alright. We'll go to the top of the tower. We'll find the manager and demand we get a pony.
Demand
Oh.
a pony. I'm
Oh,
okay
no.
with this.
Timber's a Karen.
I wish to speak to the manager!
We achieve godhood, and all we do with it is get a pony.
That's classic D&D right there, though.
I just wanted a pony, so I became God.
The lights
Wolven
flicker
love
on
to do stuff excessively.
The lights flicker on.
As the brimstone begins to kind of swirl around. And before you, the three nightmares are all in a bowing position. And in front of them, with a blinding light, three swords appear in front of each of them.
Don't touch.
Okay, can I buy Moriarty?
Yes.
Do you have VTuber Plus?
I don't even know what that is off the top of my head.
Okay, I was wondering if you might because you're a streamer, so I could just bring up your channel and throw a tennis ball at you every time the static goes in.
I'm not currently streaming.
Well, you don't have to be streaming for that.
Oh, okay. I definitely want to get.
They all just queue up. Next time he does a stream, it just fires 20 of them.
No, I've had people do it to me in the middle of the night. Yeah, there's Toshi.
There we
doing
go.
it.
I can hear it. Dungeon Master and everyone, I would like to declare that Temple now has a confirmed kill with his butt.
It's true.
Oh, this is true. I've only made him stronger.
And the Martens are currently curled up in a ball with each other, whining softly.
Hey, some people would pay to hear that, see that.
It's okay, Sonny. I'll be your ride till
Now
we
more
get you that
importantly-
pony.
Moriarty, your static is slowly getting worse over time.
How is it even getting worse? I'm not even seeing like a feed
It's
in
the-
Discord.
It's the audio boost thing. When it doesn't hear anything, it picks up and starts boosting your audio.
Maybe
Discord's
but,
done.
Maybe try leaving and rejoining. Maybe you're on a bad thread. I don't know.
Maybe. Because like, I'm literally watching my icon to see when it turns green, and I'm trying to like suss out background audio here, because I think it's the pipes. At least I thought it was the pipes, and the reason I thought it was the pipes is because Discord, for some odd reason, always picks up running water. Like there's something with my mic that thinks running water is a voice, but otherwise the noise suppression is good about everything else. So I figured it must be like the pipes, because you can hear like water running through the pipes when someone else is using water in a different part of the building.
So you think the pipes are calling?
Yes.
Oh, Moriarty.
It could be a
the
faulty wire.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That's the only other guess that I've got.
it could be. I do
or
have
the mic itself failing. I mean,
I have a spare connection, but the thing is, like you guys were saying that I had, that I was giving static, but like Discord itself wasn't even like my icon wasn't turning green. Like I was not producing noise according to Discord. So I don't know
Discord does
what
not
to do about
always
that.
show for yourself when you are causing audio. It doesn't, for some
Okay, but-
reason, it just doesn't always do that, but on everybody else's end, yeah, it shows up as green, because that's how we know it's you. Originally, I thought it was
Okay.
Timber, then I'm like, wait, it's Moriarty's icon that is green.
Yeah. Okay. So. I guess I can try to fish out the other cord and try to reconnect. Um. I guess I'll try that real quick. Otherwise, Moriarty basically tells everyone that that's the swords. I will BRB.
Okay.
I just realized I'm not able to post on tabletop images, but in media sharing, I put a little doodle at Temple.
Oh my god. Plus 50 XP. Crunch. Why? Why you killed a horsey?
But they're back, as you can see, and they're bowing to us.
Alright, they're back. Those swords. Temple will stand up and inspect these swords.
All right. On the sword, you can read in common, the wings of a Pegasus.
Temple will look back, then he'll look at the swords. He'll go at which one's the biggest one?
Oh no.
They're all the same size.
They're all the same size. Okay, fine.
I
Temple
will
will pick up
point
2
out.
swords.
I will point out that Moriarty specifically said not to, just in case you didn't hear that.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that Timber's grabbing one anyways because he's Timber.
Yes.
And he's currently feeling really bad about life and he needs a comfort weapon.
Temple will pick it up. Says you can't read common. So what's it say?
He said, don't pick
soon
these
I
up.
will-
Timber just goes over, picks one up. What does this say?
Soon I will translate.
Wings of a Pegasus. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Well, as the highest ranking part of the Inquisition, I'm gonna have to confiscate one of these for. I'm sure the Empress knows what to do with them. So Temple picks up one of the swords.
And they all say this?
Yes, they all say the same thing.
Nothing happens.
Sunai and Sony are going to shake themselves out of their grief and go. I assume they're like embedded in the floor or something.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna both go sit on the hilt. You know, one on each
Are
side.
you all aware that the nightmares are back?
Yes.
Okay.
They're bowing.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, I missed that. Instead, they are going over to one of the nightmares. And climbing onto its back.
Okay. You are going to be taking some fire damage.
I was about to say, if you were going to say roll for initiative, I'd have to slap you.
Dungeon Master.
You're going to take 11 fire damage. Yes.
Temple will like put one of the swords in his belt and like go to pick up the other 2. See if that does anything.
There's no reaction.
So he literally has
Okay.
3 swords now. He just keeps adding them to his belt.
He just loads up like a bandolier. Of...
Yeah. Actually, Temple will take the swords and he'll like he'll take them, and then he'll put them. He'll like take a knee and just start praying over them.
So where are you putting them?
He's gonna take a knee and put all 3 swords on his lap, you know, and he's just gonna start blessing them.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of blessed things,
It's a
gonna need
tradition that
I'm gonna
Wolven
need to
bless
step away
weapons
for a
before
bit.
they take them.
I'll be back ASAP. I'll message you if I've got anything on Discord, Luke.
Okay.
Speaking of blessed
They
things,
will get off of it, by the way, once they feel the fire,
Yeah. Hot
once they
owl.
realize that the stove is hot. Speaking of blessed things, the rope that I used to tie up the horse with, would that be considered to be blessed since it was soaked with holy water?
Yes.
No.
It'd probably hold a demonic thing if you tied it up.
Like, does that have any lasting effect on the rope?
Makes it wet.
That
Ah!
would be a temporary effect until it dries.
That's kind of an iffy one. It's like it could go either way. I'll be nice
That's
and
why
say
I'm asking the DM.
Yeah.
Holy water soaked rope.
It'll still be wet for a little while, so
So yeah,
stuff it into the water skin.
I guess Temple has these swords now. But yeah, Temple's gonna take a minute blessing them. It does nothing to the swords except it's just Wolven tradition. Unless somebody else wants to take a sword.
I don't use swords.
Moriarty just watches in horror as Temple takes the swords. Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Since Temple knows a thing or two about swords, how do they feel? Do they feel like magical or anything? Or like more agile?
In a way, they feel like you said agile, but
Yeah.
they also don't feel quite right.
Like
I
they're
had a
lighter than
pearl
they
I could
should be.
Yeah.
If I had a
Like they're
pearl,
made
I
out
could
of-
identify
like they're-
those for you.
Yeah. Like they're made out of a metal that's not steel. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Timber will kind of like in a safe direction, not towards the party. Or just swing it around a couple times, just getting a feel for it.
It feels fluid.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like steel.
While this is going on, I'm just going to sit down and say, I need a short rest. I am not moving on until I have a chance to catch my breath after that.
Sounds like a good idea.
Do not realize how taxing it is casting that many spells back to back.
Yeah, between the mortal mystery thing injuring us and then coming uphill for a fight, the rest might be the next good thing.
I mean, hey, you know what? We've got a bonfire right there. Could make camp. It's not like the tower's going anywhere.
Zillia,
What?
you can speak to these things. Maybe ask them what's going on.
Sure, why not? Alright, I go over to the nightmares, and speaking in Infernal, I ask them, who do you... Wait, fuck. Horses can't talk.
These could. They're infernal.
So my character would be acting on the inference that it's a horse. Horses can't talk. She's probably gonna make the attempt anyways, because yeah, infernal. But I would like to clarify that I did actually, after the fight, look up nightmares, and they indeed cannot talk unless they've been augmented in some way. I was able to resist the temptation to look them up during the fight, but after the fight was over, I did take a peek at the sheet.
Well, Tempo asked you to talk to them, see if they didn't know anything.
And
So
if
I-
nothing else, we have mental Martens.
Oh yeah, fuck, that's true. Never mind. That's completely bypassed the pizza. So I go over to them and I just ask, who do you call master?
They let out a whinny. And a kind of little snort.
Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Is there a new door or any exit?
Oh. The twins will mentally translate. So to answer your question, sorry, I'm getting turned around. There is no visible door, and the twins translate, and they say, the one who owns the tower.
The one who owns the tower is a god. So, yeah. Much as I would really want to have a nightmare, I mean, that's kind of a cool thing to have. Maybe I should avoid further attempts to wrangle control of them. This is what I'm saying to the others.
Thimble will, What's Ilya?
What?
I know we just got acquainted, but what is your reason for taking this tower?
Fate kind of picked me up and threw me at this, so I'm following this path to see where it goes. I put my fate in the hands of Hades quite some time ago, and if this is the direction that I'm being sent, this is the direction I go.
Understood. I have received orders to capture one of these towers. I have no choice in the matter. I must. If you're willing to follow me, I'd greatly appreciate that.
I don't follow anyone but Hades, but I'll gladly walk by your side.
Acceptable. Ask them, how do we meet this so-called god?
I would leave out the so-called part.
You should know. You're on the path.
Oh, actually, what I would be asking is, how do we progress to the next floor?
Your choice was before us.
Swords. We got the swords. Maybe it's like a key or something. Tip will start walking up to one of the walls. And he's gonna start, pressing his paw on it.
You mentioned a stairwell and Gar and Moriarty heading towards it or something?
No, they weren't heading towards the stairwell. They were just walking off.
Oh.
Okay.
Tempo's gonna walk up to one of the walls.
Okay.
And he's just gonna start walking around, like in a big circle if he has to. I'm assuming this place is round. Like he's looking for an exit. Or any signs of like a key or a door or something. Something that doesn't look like a wall.
Nothing like that. It's just a solid wall all the way around.
Temple
No,
will
no.
pull out one of the swords, and he'll raise it up and say, "The wings of a Pegasus."
You just raising it,
Yeah,
and saying that.
yeah.
Nothing particularly exciting happens.
Zilia, ask them if they know what this wings of Pegasus means.
What is the meaning behind the inscriptions on the swords?
Take it literally.
But you aren't Pegasi.
Not anymore.
They used to be.
How does one go from being amongst the stars to being amongst the caves?
Simple. Take our wings.
Did these swords have anything to do with giving you wings?
Quick, somebody give him a Red Bull.
No,
Well, you guys kind of effed up
I've-
on that
I've-
because you left the Red Bull back in the island.
It's true.
well, I've got a non-zero cert. Okay. There's a slight chance the answer here could potentially. Now, okay, no, it's the necromancers talking like this. It's totally, of course, what they would go with. But what if we're supposed to like stab them with their swords? Like put the wings back on the horse.
Typical dual wielding the swords for the Emperor and
No, no,
charges.
I'm not certain.
You said stab him with the sword, so Temple's literally running at him with two swords.
Oh no. Like a giant child.
Roll to hit.
Oh
no.
They're not moving, so you get a hit.
Does that do anything?
And which one are you hitting?
The left one and the middle one.
Okay. You stab them with these swords, and they let out a horrific whinny before they just burst into flames, the swords included.
Temple will withdraw the last sword and slay the last standing one.
It bursts into flames, again, sword included. As the flames kind of die out, you can see the silhouette shadow of these three nightmares on the ground. The door rotates and flips open, showing the way forward.
Just as Empress intended, violence solves everything.
I'm going to go up and I'm sorry that we had to do this to you.
I'm really glad that my hunch was correct. It would have sucked to have, accidentally killed it twice. That's just overkill. Like literally, it's killing them over.
Luckily for you, you have someone who does not hesitate to do violence.
Wouldn't call that luck, but well, I mean, bad luck is still luck.
Testing.
Yep,
Hello?
can hear you.
Okay,
Boy,
that's
Artie!
weird.
You said not to touch the sword, so I touched them.
And then you killed the Pegasi. I've been listening.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get my microphone to work, and I got my spare cord out, and I plugged it in and everything,
You
but it
do
wasn't
sound
working.
metal.
I'm literally using the same cord and everything. There's nothing's changed. I've
Let's just
done
say-
nothing differently. Nothing.
Magic. Alright, guys.
All right. Well, Nim, I guess let me know if they're static.
Short rest and continue?
Yeah, we'll do a short rest, and then I think we'll call it here.
All right, give me one moment. After the short rest, then more than 1 hour has passed since the murder mystery, right?
Yes.
All right, then that removes my temporary HP. Because that means that false life wore off. And also, because we've had a short rest, I'm able to use Arcane Recovery to get back 1 level 1 spell slot. I've got a whole spell all to myself.
Why no spell?
I burned through all 7 spell slots over the course of this mission so far, and we haven't had a rest. Rose is completely exhausted. Because she burned so much magic trying to tame that thing, only to discover that it was a null pursuit in the first place.
Oh, you donated. Oh, you hit the thing.
You're welcome.
Thing.
I'm going to
What
spend
happens
the
now?
duration of that short rest stuffing the soaked rope back into the water skin. Yes, threading the rope into the neck of the water skin.
Okay, sorry about that. Toshime, thank you so much for that donation. Second, the Martens are going to speak up at the suggestion of a short rest and say, can we maybe get a long rest instead?
I am okay with this.
I didn't bring a bedroll.
I know you fighter types are kind of good to go, but we're kind of exhausted. We've been kind of trying to keep you two alive.
Well, soon. Tsunami. How do you say your name again? Tsunami? Sani.
Tsunai.
Tsunai. If you desire to take a long rest, that's fine with me. Because I am woven. Pack comes before self. Let's make a little. Let's see what we got. We can make a little camp here.
A little slot at the very tip top of this dome opens up, and out pops a little object. Clatters on the ground.
The Martens are immediately rushing towards it.
I'm too tired to care.
That works.
It is a ring of protection.
Well, we could give it to one of the Martens, but probably better to go to Gar or Timber. But then again, they tend to be on you guys' shoulders and apparently get hit a lot there.
It does require attunement.
Sunai's gonna look up at the ceiling. Can I get one for my brother too?
Oh, why do you...
You are actively ignored.
Not passively ignored, actively ignored.
It's just what they would do.
Toonie, when
Oh,
stuff falls from the sky, it's probably not wise to ask for seconds.
So now the nightmares are gone, the place has been plunged back into darkness, right?
Yeah.
Except for
yeah, it
that
has.
light thing.
Except their
Skull.
shadows are still there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of my torches, change that from 9 to 6, and my tinderbox, and I'm just going to make an improvised little campfire.
Okay.
And I'll be using my robe and backpack as a bedroll and pillow.
Timbo will take his rock off and start digging through it and pull out his bedroll. Here, Moriarty, you can take a nap on this.
Ah, beautiful, lovely, thank you.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'll-
That's big.
I'll-
If that's big enough for timber, that means that both of us could fit on it.
Technically
yes, it
speaking,
does.
yes, correct. Like everybody, all Timber can sleep on it.
Well, except for Gar. Gar's pretty big.
Yeah,
This is like a king-sized hotel bed.
yeah. It's big and it can carry 4 people because since Timber takes up 4 spaces, correct?
Oh my god.
Technically, yeah.
And
Uh,
Sunai and Sony take up half a space, so.
so, real quick, Timber, what's your AC?
Timber's AC is 19.
What is yours, Gar?
13.
Okay, this
Yeah,
is
Gar
going to
plus-
Gar.
Wait.
Wait.
How does Gar have a lower AC than I do?
That's
That's
a
a lower
good.
AC than me.
Toshime, I believe you're supposed to add your con, I think it is, to your AC as well.
Constitution and Dex. Yeah, Constitution and Dex.
I don't even have armor, and this guy has better. I have better AC than him.
Well, he's not allowed to wear armor.
Why is he
Yeah.
not allowed
Yeah,
to wear armor?
Barbarian.
So it's 10
Barbarian.
plus your
Because
Dex
Barbarian.
modifier plus your
Oh.
Constitution modifier.
Okay, my Dex modifier is +1. My Constitution modifier is +2.
Oh,
Bruh.
Suda is gonna come over and hold
give it-
up
give
the
it to
little
him.
ring to him. Here, I bestow upon you the one ring.
Secret. Keep it safe.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Sense.
Moriarty's sitting over here with +4 Dex, and that's all
So-
I'm running on.
It'll take an hour to attune to it, but well, you probably know
We're having a
this
long
actually.
rest, so.
I'm pretty sure you can attune to items while we're long resting.
Yeah, you can do it while long resting, but the Ring of Protection in 5th edition gives +1 to all saving throws, in addition to +1 to your armor class.
Still pretty good.
For Fantasy Grounds, if you hold control and use your mouse wheel while hovering over the saves, you can add a bonus to it.
So 1 to each.
Yes.
And 1 to AC. So now I'm at 14 AC.
Yay.
Yeah, we need to get that up.
Yeah, unarmored defense. When you're not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your Dex modifier plus your Constitution modifier. And I can use a shield and still gain this benefit.
Okay, so what is your strength?
+4.
And your int, whiz, and charisma?
Int is +2, Wisdom is +1, and Charisma is +0.
Did we do rolls for this group?
Yes.
Okay, that explains. I forgot about that.
It was a pick or choose.
Ah,
Everyone chose to roll.
And apparently he got bad rolls.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
I do have a question. Since Tip was a large character, would his water skin carry enough water for like 1 day worth of for him, right?
One what?
Would his water skin be equivalent of 1 day's worth of water for a large creature, or would he need 4 of them?
You would technically need 4 of them.
Alright.
Luke,
Yes.
can I trade my wisdom with Gar's dex scores?
No.
Oh. I tried.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and call it there.
Alrighty.
Alright, so basically Temple has 1 day's worth of water on him then. Because I bought 4 water skins.
Do we have to end it here? Because I still have no idea what I'm doing next before Streamer Screamer.
Yeah. I think here's a good stopping point.
That's the DM trying to subtly communicate that they don't have the next part ready.
That is not true. I do. It's just going to take a while to get through it, like this one did.
You
I
didn't know how
figured
long
better
the
stop
fight would
here.
take.
Yeah.
Because there was always the possibility that we would pull something BS out of our hats and all 3 die out of the gate.
That is also true.
And there's still 3 unidentified objects in my inventory.
Oh.
What are they?
Give me a pearl and I can identify them.
I think I can.
The 2 books, Mounting Dread Manifest, the Stasis Manifest, and the Old Man box.
Yeah, I have identify. I could cast that.
Wait, you don't need a physical object to cast yours? Mine requires a pearl as a catalyst.
I do.
How
I do
much
require a pearl.
does it have a cost to it?
100 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it has to be a pearl worth at least 100 gold.
Which it
That
does
is
not
not
get
consumed.
consumed. Yeah.
It's just a catalyst.
Yeah.
That was something I think I noticed, and I was like, I'll have to buy that when I get back to town.
If we both have it, since we both have the identify spell, if we do get our hands on a pearl, I think it'd be best that it goes to Moriarty, because I got the last expensive spellcasting item, which was the diamond for chromatic orb, which, I mean, you saw.
I mean, you guys
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need one of those next level.
But a chromatic orb, or
Yeah.
diamond?
Both.
Oh no.
Well, I mean,
Chromatic,
if you really...
chromatic orb is the main.
if
Chromatic orb is the main way I make Moriarty any form of offensive.
I mean, bards are very good at melee and ranged attacks.
Depends on the melee and the range. But that's not how Moriarty rolls.
Are our characters just going to do a coin toss for who gets the diamond and who gets the pearl each day?
You also should have cantrips that you can get, you can use.
I mean, yes, but the cantrips I've taken are Mage Hand, Mending, and Prestidigitation so far.
Speaking of cantrips, if that fight had drawn on much longer, my last remaining effective attack would have been Chill Touch, or to fall back on using a crossbow.
For reference, the way I like to play Moriarty is he is a jack of all trades, but his basically only, on purpose, the only attack I usually give him is Chromatic Orb. Because Chromatic Orb is powerful enough that he's like, yeah, I think I'll use this, and then everything else he takes for spells is supposed to serve some sort of utility.
So you play hard support.
Yes, I am Moriarty specifically. I have other characters that definitely do go into metas of building for attacks and whatnot, but Moriarty is literally just like a utility character.
Well, you got a Barbarian and a Mortal Paladin and 2 magical noodles of destruction ways.
My tend to be goal with Moriarty is see if I can solve combat without killing things. Which, in some cases that's not really an option.
Yeah.
But he does also have a decently high dex, so I can fall back on attacks and whatnot. I just try to avoid doing so as much as possible.
So, and I like to steamroll things.
My character's last actions for the night, just as I close out everything here, is first she's going to say a brief prayer to the god of the tower thing, whatever, I can't remember his name, apologizing, clarifying they didn't know the horses were his, they thought they're just random monsters in the dungeon. And I can't remember the second thing I was gonna do was fuck.
Temple will take forced watch guarding the party while they take a nap and stuff.
But did you say you were praying to the god of this tower?
Get to apologize for attempting to steal their horse.
Do
They
you
thought
know
it
the
was
god
just a
of this
random.
tower?
Isn't it the god of justice, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fifi. Kifi.
We don't have to know them personally to pray in their name.
Correct.
We at least need to know their name, though.
I figured
It's
the
been said
characters would.
several times.
I just
It
can't
has.
remember it. So yeah.
It's Vivie.
Fifi. Yeah.
I, and by extension Moriarty, just doesn't care.
Yeah, she's apologizing because, like, yeah, she thought it was just a random dungeon monster. Didn't realize that they belonged to them.
Temple.
Well,
I mean, this is their tower. Supposedly everything in here belongs to them.
Yeah, but
Temple's holds a grudge against Fifi because when he first got here, the little girl told Temple that Fifi will stop the Inquisition.
oh, remember what the other thing was? Dispelling the 2 glowing skulls and putting them back in her pack. Still keeping the one with the gif of the Marten going. Because I'm gonna fall asleep laughing at that.
We have a Marten gift skull?
Yeah.
I used magical tinkering to record the moment that he was used as a living key and he was spinning around puking in all directions.
Oh my god.
Roselia,
I want to watch that.
one of your skulls also is equipped with Punium Temple Slobble.
Just gonna leave that by the fire to dry off.
Also, Zim, weren't you starting to say something and you got cut off?
I was just going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
I got no real
Yeah,
idea
no
what
one-
else I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of RimWorld next, and then hopefully Silver will get started and let me know that he's ready. But we'll see.
How many things can you be attuned to?
Up to
Three.
3,
3.
but not all magic items require attunement.
This is true.
Yeah, actually,
You can actually have more than 3 attuned items. You can only have 3 of them activated at a time, though.
But anyways, thank you everybody so much for joining us today for Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website as well as down in the description below. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' support. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you all so much again for supporting the channel, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to go. You'll have a good one.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
See y'all.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for running. I'll be back in a little bit.